All right, welcome everybody. We're going to get started. This is the beginning of a four-part series working with building resilience in the body. How do we bounce back from whatever it is we're bouncing back from? Maybe you're bouncing back from heartbreak. Maybe you're bouncing back from a very stressful period of time in your life. Maybe you're bouncing back from some sort of loss. Maybe you're just bouncing back from winter. It's springtime, right? So we're starting to bounce back from this more quiet, this more still, this more heavy season. So we're going to use these four classes to rebuild our nervous systems, to rebuild our vitality, so that whatever we're coming back from, we have the resources within to meet the challenges of the day. As human beings, we really are meant to be resilient. The human body is very resilient. And the human body is meant to fluctuate between stressful periods of time and restful periods of time. And part of what we're going to do in this series is we're going to pulsate between that within our practice. We'll kind of put some stress on the body and then we'll relax the body. We'll put some stress on the body and then we'll relax the body. And we'll help the body to kind of navigate going between these two states. So it's just as important that you stick around for the relaxation and relax and take the time to relax as it is you do some of the more challenging breath work or yoga postures that we do. The rest is just as important in us kind of fluctuating and pulsing our nervous system back and forth. Today, we're really going to work with bringing in vitality. What's so important whenever we're recovering from whatever it is we need the energy for our body to go through the process, whether it's grief, whether it's stress, whether it's a loss of some kind. The first thing we want to do is say, what gives me vitality? What makes me feel good? What makes me feel like I have energy? What makes me feel open and joyful? And we want to find those things and bring them into our life and find those spaces on a regular basis. So today, what we're going to do is bring in a lot of vitality. And the way we're going to bring it in through our yoga practice is through breath, through pranayama. The very basic structure of everything in a yogic understanding is what we call prana. Prana is the vital life force. So we're really going to bring in a lot of breath, and we're going to kind of challenge you to breathe deeper than maybe you normally do in the practice that we do. We're going to breathe deeper. So the structure of our class today is we'll do some warm-up exercises. We'll really open up the body. We'll do some stretches. Then we'll do this Kriya. This Kriya has a lot of breath work. We're going to bring a lot of breath in. So when we're doing the warm-ups, really feel yourself opening up your lungs, opening up your breath, opening up your belly, opening up your shoulders so that you can breathe deeper into your lungs. Then we'll bring in a lot of life force through the pranayama practice. And then we're going to open up the body even more with this new life force. We're going to bring in this life force, this prana, and then we're going to distribute it throughout the body in the second part of our Kriya. Then we'll have some time to relax. That's the opportunity to practice relaxation, right? We're going to come into this more excited state, this more vibrant cardio state, and then we'll come down and relax. We'll relax for a little bit on the back, and then we'll come back up and do our meditation. The meditation today is very specific to work with the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is what supports us in fluctuating between the sympathetic state, the heightened state of fight and flight, and the parasympathetic state of rest and digest. We want to be able to bounce back and forth between these two states with ease. And that's what our meditation is really going to help us to do. And the way it's going to do that is working with the tongue. We're going to work with the tongue, and the tongue will help us. It's kind of like the control of the vagus nerve. So we're going to really work with that so that you can feel relaxed when you want to feel relaxed. You can sleep well. You can eat and digest your food. And then when you feel like you need to jump up and do something, you've got the energy and the vitality to do that. So that's the intention between our of our class today. Throughout this series, just do your best. I'm going to invite you into spaces of challenge with your breath, spaces of challenge within your body, spaces of challenge maybe with emotions that come up. Your job is just to find that edge for yourself. It's going to be different for everybody who does this practice. So find that place where maybe it's a little uncomfortable, but you're not pushing yourself so far that it feels like you can't come back to yourself. Okay, so you're going to find that edge. We're not looking for pain. We're not looking to suffer, but we are looking to expand our nervous system by stepping into places of discomfort. The more you can kind of hold yourself in those places of a little bit of discomfort, the more you can expand your nervous system so that you can feel everything that you need to feel, everything that you want to feel. That's the joy, that's the sorrow, that's the pleasure. It's all of it. Our nervous system is what allows us to feel all of it. So we want to build that nice and strong. So find that edge for you. Don't push yourself so far past it that it's painful, but play with that edge throughout your practice today. Okay. So the way we start a Kundalini practice is by tuning in. We open up with these mantras, Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om is the creative force of the universe. So we connect to the creative force of the universe, whatever you consider that in your life, that state that's created this moment. Om Namo, I recognize that. I connect to that state. Guru Dev, great wisdom of the universe, Namo, I bow to that. So we're really opening up to the wisdom and the creative flow within us with these mantras. So go ahead and bring the palms together. If it feels okay to close the eyes, start to relax the eyes down and start to just notice and tune into where you are today. What are you feeling in your body? Maybe your shoulders are a little tight. Maybe you're a little crabby. Maybe you're feeling really open and excited. Just starting to notice, not even really having to label what's going on, just starting to feel what's going on as you warm up these palms and start to open up the chest and the heart. Good. So hands come in front of the chest. Fingers are pointing up towards the ceiling. Elbows are out to the side. Go ahead and pull those shoulders up to the ears and then pull them down the back. Heart lifts up a little bit more. As the eyes are closed, you can focus the eyes up at the point in between the eyebrows. So you're gently focusing the eyes up, starting to work with our glands and the optic nerve to change the brain. Good. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in and a complete breath out. And then we'll inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Beautiful. Take a nice, deep, full breath in. Feel that pressure of the palms pressing together. Hold the breath in. Maybe sip a little bit more breath in to open up the lungs a little bit more, finding deeper breath. And through the nose, exhale. Let all of the breath go. Feel the belly come in and up at the base of your exhale to really squeeze all the breath out. And then inhale, fill up the belly, fill up the chest, fill up the clavicle. Find another deep breath, maybe an extra little sip at the top. Through the nose, exhale. And one more time like that, finding your deepest, fullest breath of your day so far. Inhaling, 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 finding even more breath, feeling the lungs fill all the way up. Hold. Eyes focused up at the third eye center. Exhale, relax, let the hands come down. Okay. So now we're ready to get started. We're going to start with the breath, and each of these classes, we're going to start with this same 3-minute exercise. And if you'd like to, you can continue to do this practice on the days when we don't have this class. If you just want to do it as a daily practice, just a 3-minute practice. So hands can just be relaxed on your knees. You're going to keep your spine nice and straight. And we're going to breathe in 4 parts. So you're going to sniff in through your nose in 4 segments. So it's a sniff, 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 and then you're going to exhale 1 time through the nose. So it's 4 parts in and 1 part out. You're going to find your own rhythm with this. Inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. And just keep going with your own rhythm, finding your own rhythm with this 4-part inhale, 1 part out. Good. Really starting to notice and experience the breath as you continue. What does it feel like in the nostrils as you sip 4 parts in? What does it feel like when the breath goes out? What does it feel like to try to hold this rhythm? This is a simple breath practice, but it's very effective at uplifting the spirit. Feeling your breath, listening to your breath, focusing on the breath. Good, you're doing really great. Maintain that rhythm. The rhythm is healing. Could do one more breath like that, 4 parts in, 1 part out. And at the base of your exhale, you'll let the breath come back to a natural inhale, exhale, just letting the breath move in and out through the nose as it naturally does. Just taking a little pause here to notice if anything feels different from that first 3-minute pranayama. We're going to make our way standing up to start our warm-up. So we're going to start to work into the joints, open up the joints, but we're also going to work with opening up the breath. The fingers Come into what we call Gyan Mudra. Tip of index finger and thumb come together. Rest of the fingers are pointing up. As we inhale, we're going to reach the arms straight up overhead, and then exhale, bring the arms back down. Now add your right knee. So inhale, bring the right knee up to about hip height. Exhale, bring it back down. Now left knee. Inhale, left knee up to hip height. Exhale, bring it down. So you're kind of marching here in place. Inhale back to the right. Exhale down. Inhale left, exhale down. So start finding this little yogi march, starting to open up the shoulders and open up the hips. Seeing if you can get those knees up to hip height with each inhale. Good. Feeling the breath, filling up the lungs, finding your balance by focusing on one point in the room. Beautiful. Inhale, both hands up, both feet on the floor. Hands up, feet on the floor. Reach up a little bit taller, spread the fingers, and then on your exhale, sweep your arms down to the side. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms back up towards the ceiling. Come into a slight backward bend, lifting the heart up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, come down into a forward fold, letting the hands touch the earth, even if you have to bend into the knees a little bit. Good. Drop the head down, hang out in this forward fold for a second. Take a few breaths here. Maybe shaking the shoulders out, shaking the head out, letting the tension in the backside of the body start to melt away. And then with this, cross the thumbs and inhale, start to reach the arms back up towards the ceiling as you lift yourself up, coming into a slight backward bend again, and then exhale, coming into the forward fold. And we're going to repeat this movement with your own breath rhythm. So inhaling up towards the ceiling, slight backward bend in the upper spine, lifting the heart up towards the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Keep going, your breath nice and deep. Remember, in these warm-ups, we're opening up the body, but we're also opening up the breath capacity. Good, you're starting to get warmed up, so start to play with the edge of that backward bend. Maybe you can get a little bit deeper into a backward bend for these last few. Good, this last one just comes straight up, no backward bend. Reach the fingers straight up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, bring the arms down to the side. We're gonna start to make big circles with the arms. First, start by spreading your fingers nice and wide and get your elbows perfectly straight. Inhale, bring the arms forward and up, and then exhale, bring the arms down your back. So making big circles. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, the arms back. Inhale, the arms forward and up. Exhale, the arms back and down. And really feel those fingers spreading, the palms spreading nice and wide. You're gonna keep the elbows as straight as you can to really get into these shoulders. Feeling how the inhales have to help to bring those arms up. Good. Next time we inhale the arms up, keep the arms up, bring the hands into fists, and then on your exhale, come forward. So we're gonna circle the other way now with the hands and fists. Inhale the arms up behind you, exhale the arms come forward now. Hands and fists, keep going, moving with the breath. Now just moving in the opposite direction, opposite circle. Few more circles, opening up those shoulders. Good. Inhale the arms up. Spread the fingers again. Reach the fingers up. Exhale, sweep the arms down to the side. Now start to heel toe your feet so that they come nice and wide. And you're going to want the support of your yoga mat. So go kind of sideways on your yoga mat so you can have the grip of your yoga mat, your feet on your yoga mat. Spread those feet as wide as you can get them. So when you think you've gotten them as wide as you can, bring the heels out a little bit more. We're trying to find the legs as wide as we can. So you're going to come down nice and low. Your arms are by your side with the palms facing towards each other. The elbows are bent. This is an exercise we're going to do throughout this series as well. So your spine is nice and tall, and you're going to start to turn in circles going in one direction. It doesn't matter which direction you go in, just start to make circles with your upper body. It's gonna feel constricted if you're gonna keep your knees straight. Your legs are nice and wide and your knees are straight. You're gonna start to feel this opening up inside the pelvis. You're gonna start to feel all the places of constriction, all the places of holding. So breathe deeply to start to feel into those spaces. Practice that we're going to do throughout this resilience series helps to build our fighting spirit. You're bringing that vitality of the pelvic bowl, all that energy, creative force that we have as human beings here, unlocking it and opening it. Few more circles. Good. Inhaling to center, coming to center, taking a deep breath in at center, and exhale, release. We're going to heel toe the feet a little bit closer together, but we're still going to keep the legs wide. So heel toe the feet a little bit closer, legs are still wide, and we're going to start to twist. And we're going to use our hands with this twist. So as you inhale, you're going to twist over to the left. Let your left arm swing behind you. Bring your right hand onto your chest. Exhale, swing over to the right. Let your left hand come under your heart and your right hand swing behind you. See if you can make this twist happen mostly from above the pelvis. And you're using the momentum of this swinging back and forth. So it's inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. Arms as wide as you can get them. Big toes and feet pressing into the ground. Knees are straight, and feel your hips locking in place as you twist up above the spine. Good. Good job. Keep going. Starting to open up the chest, starting to open up the heart. Good, so you can get a little bit deeper for these last 10 seconds. Good, inhale to center, spread the fingers nice and wide. Keep the arms wide, exhale here. We're gonna start to come into windmills. Inhale, this is your inhale position. Exhale, bring your right hand over towards your left foot as you bring your left arm up to the sky. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, go over the other side. Left hand comes down to your right foot as your right hand comes up to the sky. Inhale, back up. Exhale, down to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, down to the right. Knees as straight as you can get them. Slight micro bend. Good. Windmilling side to side. Nice deep breath with this. Getting the warmth in the body, getting the body flexible. Good, 15 more seconds. Strong breath. Beautiful. Inhale up the center, spread the fingers nice and wide. Light pause, exhale, I'll let the arms come down. Then heel toe those feet together. We're gonna finish our warm-ups on the floor. So come onto your hands and your knees in a crawling position, tabletop position. So hands are gonna be right underneath your shoulders. Knees are gonna be right underneath your hip joints. Opposite if you can just rest on the mat. We're gonna start to go into cow and cat. Inhale, you're gonna lift your head up and stick your butt up. Exhale, you're gonna round the spine up towards the ceiling. Inhale into cow. Exhale into scared cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Nice deep breaths. And when your spine feels ready for it, you can pick up the pace. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So feel that vitality coming in with every breath. Clearing what's no longer serving you with every exhale. Good. Inhaling into cow pose one more time. Holding for a moment, pulling the shoulder blades down the back. And then on your exhale, sit back on your heels. Come sitting up nice and tall on the heels. If you can, come sitting in rock pose. If this is really uncomfortable in your body, move into a cross-legged position. We're gonna have the hands on the thighs. Inhale, squeeze your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, let them drop. Inhale, squeeze them up. Exhale, let them drop. Move a little faster here. Kind of tricking the tension and the stress out of the shoulders. Squeezing as you inhale, letting them relax down as you exhale. Inhale up, exhale down. Good, last of our warm-ups. Really opening up the shoulders, open up the breath. Last 15 seconds. Good, huge breath in. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears, squeeze them up. Really tighten those shoulders up to the ears. Hold the breath in for 5, or 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the shoulders down, relax. Check in with yourself again, just like we did at the beginning of class. How are you feeling? What are you feeling? Just noticing if perhaps there's a little more energy moving throughout the body. There's a flow. There's a circulation that perhaps wasn't there when we first started. All right, now we're really going to get into the breath. So find yourself in a cross-legged position, sitting in easy pose. It's nice to sit on a cushion or a pillow, whatever you have to kind of prop your hips up so you can keep your chest nice and lifted, keeping your spine nice and tall. So find that seat. We're going to have the left hand facing up towards the ceiling. So palms are flat, and the palm of the left hand, this is my left hand, is facing up towards the ceiling. Fingers are pointing out in front of me, okay? The right hand is going to go between this left hand. So you're going to touch and maybe clap a little bit with the left hand, and then it's going to hit the floor to the side of you. So the hand hits the left hand, the right hand hits the left hand, and it claps the ground to the side of you. So you can just kind of start to feel into this movement. Now we're going to start to coordinate a breath with this. So between the hand coming to the right hand and going to the floor, you're going to inhale 3 times through an O-shaped mouth. So you're going to circle your lips and go, and then the exhale is just 1 time, and it's when you come back to this position. So it's 3 breaths in. Good. Keep going with that. 3 breaths in as the right hand makes its way down to the floor. 1 big breath in as the right hand comes back to the left hand. Now, this is where you're going to start to feel some of the constrictions within the lungs, within the space, the muscles, the organs around the lungs. So just breathe into that space. We're going to breathe probably deeper and fuller than you're used to. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for this deeper breath so that you can have more vitality to do whatever it is you need to do. Your body knows what it needs to do. It knows how to heal. It knows how to regenerate. We just want to make sure it has the proper energy to do so. Just like your phone or your computer needs to update. It has to be plugged in. It has to be charged. It has to have the energy for that. Good. Stay as best you can with this rhythm. Opening the breath, opening the heart. But sometimes we start to feel certain emotions that come up around our lungs, our breath, our belly. Sometimes we start to feel certain resistances. To find that edge for you, if this starts to feel easy, and that means you're not going to get much out of it. We want to find that place where it's a little difficult. There's a bit of a challenge because we're bringing in so much breath with those 3 inhales. Good. Continue with this breath. Now start to see if you can move faster, starting to pick up the pace, moving faster. Picking up the pace and allowing the eyes to relax down. Now closing the eyes and picking up the pace. Starting to breathe and move faster. 3 quick strokes in through the O-shaped mouth as the hand comes down. 1 breath out through the O-shaped mouth as the right hand comes to touch the left. Really starting to feel that diaphragm. You can see how the belly starts to move and the diaphragm starts to unlock. When we stress out and we hold stress in the body, the diaphragm gets really tight. We want to loosen that diaphragm back up so we can breathe better, we can digest better, we can relax better, we can live better. Keep going. Starting to lift off, starting to elevate yourself. Really good. Staying steady. Moving quick. Good, you're almost there. Keep breaking up the blocks in the lungs, opening them up, clearing out muscle fatigue. Good, one more breath like this. And then relax both the hands. Relax the arms, let the breath return to normal just for a moment. And then we're going to start to cup the hands. So cup the palms. We're going to breathe in as we bring the arms up and then out as we bring the arms out. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Hands are kind of cupped and it's almost like you're splashing water on your face. You're moving in a way that's almost like you're scooping water and splashing your face, scooping water, splashing your face. Nice, powerful breath again through the O-shaped mouth. Good, kind of turning up the dial from that last breath. It should feel very powerful. You should feel this in your chest and in your shoulder blades. The shoulder blades move with this. Really moving the shoulder blades on the back. You could do this without doing the shoulder blades, but see if you can get the shoulder blades to open as you breathe. Really good, perfect, just like that, keep going. Really good. Keep going. If you're bouncing back from something that's been challenging, maybe you feel yourself clearing that away. Clearing it away with the breath and clearing it away with this water element that you're splashing in your face. Feel yourself clearing and releasing what's no longer serving you. Clear it away. Clear the pain, clear the suffering, clear the heaviness. Almost there. Keep going with that. We've got one more breath after this. "15 more seconds. Good. Now bring the right hand over the left. Right hand is over the left. Right on top of the left, both palms are facing down. Start to move the hands quickly up and down, just a small movement, maybe 4 to 6 inches away from each other, up and down, and start to breathe with this through the O-shaped mouth. Try to coordinate the movement and the breath. The body should start to get nice and light, things starting to lift up. Keep that going. Nice, powerful, quick movement up and down.
I belong to the beloved.
This is the last bit of breath work we're going to do before we move to the next part. So move nice and quick, move nice and powerful. Quick breath in and out through that O-shaped mouth. You're doing so good. Stay with it. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale deeply. Exhale, relax the hands down. Good. Feel how much has changed in the body already, how much has shifted. And then very cautiously, very carefully, start to make your way up to standing. Make sure you feel grounded before you start to come up to a standing position. Good. Once you're standing, go ahead and bring your arms up and just kind of start to move the arms around, start to move the shoulders around a little bit. Good. And we're going to start to bounce a little bit. Start to bounce. Kind of close the eyes, start to move the arms, the shoulders. Start to bounce a little bit in your hips. Start to notice if there's any tension in the body, and start to see if you can move and shake the places of tension of holding, especially the shoulders. We really want to get these Shoulders moving all around. Shoulders moving, moving, moving. Starting to bounce in the legs a little bit more. Starting to get the hip open, get the torso open. Start to move in a way that feels really good as well. What starts to feel good? Like you're clearing something off, like you're shaking something off. Good. If you start to get bored, just start to find a new way of moving, and maybe even make a little smile. Maybe force a little smile. It'll help you get into it a little bit more. Just forcing that smile starts to change the chemistry, starts to lift the mood a little bit. Good, you worked really, really hard to bring in a lot of pranayama, a lot of prana, a lot of breath. Now we're moving it into every cell, every muscle. Try to get all of that energy into every finger, every toe. Every part of your body wants some of that new vitality, so move it around the whole body. So I want you to really focus on this next part, on the shoulders and the fingers. How much can the fingers move and how much can the shoulders move? That's the control of the nervous system. Especially these shoulders. You're going to see shoulders moving to control and open up the nervous system. So maybe start to jump a little bit to get a little more active, a little bit more warm in this second part. Really moving those hands, moving those shoulders, starting to get sweaty and hot. So good, keep it going, really good. Good, start to jump, start to really move, get hot and sweaty. Keep it going. Move so intensely in this last minute that you know you did your absolute best. And when we come down to the relaxation in a few minutes, you can rest in that you did your best. You worked your hardest today to lift up your spirit, to energize yourself, to give yourself more life. Almost 30 more seconds, go! Good, start to slow down. Just drop those arms down. Good, starting to find your way back into stillness. Feeling your feet back on the ground. And relaxing, just taking a moment to catch your breath, to feel how you feel in this moment. Noticing how you feel now, what's different, what's changed, what's the same. Good. Start to spread your feet a little bit wider so they're wider than hips distance apart. And with your knees straight, bend forward. So spine nice and straight, legs are straight, bend forward, and you can have your hands on your thighs just above your knees to kind of prop yourself up and feel yourself stretching the back of your spine, especially the lower back. Should feel like a nice big stretch after all that movement. Feeling the stretch in the lower back, holding here, staying with your breath. A little bit deeper into this stretch. Knees are straight. Spine is parallel to the ground. And then exhale, fall forward. Let your head and your shoulders drop. Come into a forward fold. You can bounce a little bit here. Bouncing, dropping the head, bouncing the shoulders, bouncing the head, bouncing the tension out of the backside, the spine. A few more bounces, simple bouncing up and down. Good. Inhale deeply, and on your exhale, start to reach your arms out and come all the way up, standing, reaching up, reaching arms up overhead, and then we're going to inhale down. Slightly different than we did in the beginning class. Inhaling down, exhaling, coming back up. Good. We'll do this a few more times. Inhale, bring your arms down, come into a forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale back. Exhale back up. And inhale down. Exhale up. Reach up. Inhale down. One more time. Exhale up. And inhale down. Hang out in that forward fold. Again, kind of bounce a little bit here. The tension come off the head and the shoulders. And then start to bend all the way into your knees and start to make your way down onto your back. Coming onto your back for Savasana. One of our most important postures. Laying on the back. Maybe if you're worried you get cold in this relaxation, covering yourself up with a blanket, whatever you have nearby. Laying on the back, arms by the side, palms facing up. Feet just slightly separate, letting the toes fall open. And preparing yourself for the sounds of the gong. Remaining in stillness for a few more breaths. Start to feel your spine. And feel your breath. And start to feel down your arms to your hands and your fingers, and down your legs to your toes. And start to move the fingers, and start to move the toes. And then start to circle the hands on the wrists, and circle the feet on the ankles. And then take the arms up overhead and stretch. Nice, big, full body stretch. Reach. And then bend the knees and bring the knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around your knees and give them a squeeze, squeezing the knees in towards the body. Let the right leg stay in, extend the left leg long, and let the left leg relax down. Right knee stays in towards the chest. Left leg is straight on the ground. Right knee is going to come up and over the body into a twist. Right arm reaches out to the side and you're turning your head to the right. So twisting the spine. Good. Deepen a little bit more into this twist. And then inhale your way back to center. Switch out your leg. So your right leg is resting on the ground and long. Your left knee is bent and coming in towards the chest. Right hand guides that left knee up and over the body. Left arm reaches out to the side and your head gently turns to the left, feeling a twist in the whole spine. Good, deepening this twist. And then finding your way back to center. And then bring both knees into the chest again. This time, bring the bottoms of the feet together and start to rub the palms and rub the feet. Rubbing the hands together, rubbing the feet together. And then wrapping the arms around the knees, squeeze the knees into the chest again and start to rock up and down the spine. Good. Rock your way all the way up into a seat. We're going to do a meditation here. So find your cushion, find your seat so you can sit up nice and tall. Your left hand is going to be cupped, and you're going to have your left hand just a little bit below your belly button. So left hand is kind of cupped and gently touching the side of the body. The right hand is going to come into Gyan Mudra again. So tip of index finger and tip of thumb touch. The rest of the fingers are straight, so they're not bent, they're not separated. They're together and they're pointing up, and we're going to hold this just in front of the right shoulder. So right shoulder's here, right hand's here, left hand is kind of cupped. And we're going to do an interesting breath to really get into the vagus nerve to reset the nervous system. You're going to take your tongue, you're going to extend the tongue, and then you're going to hold down your teeth, not hard, but just to gently hold the tongue in place. Like this. Then start to breathe through the mouth. So you're going to breathe through the sides of the mouth along the tongue. And you're going to exhale through the mouth. Good. So keep breathing like this along the sides of the mouth, along the tongue. Now, it's pretty rare that you've breathed like this before. It's not a common breath that we do, but it's deeply healing. Start to notice how unique this breath is. Notice the feeling of the breath going along the sides of the tongue going by the side of the mouth. See if you can notice the taste of the tongue. It starts to change. Maybe the temperature of the breath or the tongue starts to feel different as you continue to breathe in this way. The eyes are closed. Spine is tall. And now start to breathe very deeply. Same way, but just deepening the breath so that you're breathing in your fullest, deepest, most complete breath on the inhale and clearing all of the breath out on the exhale. Just doing your best with it. You might get some saliva, that's very normal. Just see if you can work with it. Starting to change the saliva. Starting to change the breath. Starting to change the nervous system. You worked really hard in this first part to really open up the lungs. So now see if you can use that full capacity in this meditation. continue to breathe, your mind gets distracted, bring it back to the novelty of this breath. Feeling, sensation, temperature, the taste. Staying focused on this breath to help refocus the mind. Good. As we continue breath, you can deepen it for this last bit. Breathing deeper and fuller, finding your fullest breath capacity in the last minute of this meditation. But listen very carefully. You're going to inhale through along the sides of the tongue one more time. So tongue is out, inhale. Then hold the breath in. We're going to hold the breath, and in a moment, we're going to shoot the breath out with a cannon fire through an O-shaped mouth. So we're going to try to shoot the breath across the room. In 3, 2, 1. Good. Breathe. Stick the tongue out. Breathe. In through the mouth again. Hold the breath in. Last little bit, most important part, hold the breath. And we're going to exhale in 3, 2, 1. The tongue comes out. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath in. Last bit of our work. Hold the breath in. Keep it in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breath out. Relax the hands down now. Close the eyes and notice what's different. How do you feel now that's different than when you started? Just resting and witnessing. Feeling the peace, feeling the vibrancy, feeling the resilience within you. We'll close by bringing your hands into prayer pose again, letting the elbows come out to the side. We'll close with that sound, that song we just heard, Sat Nam, that sound, that mantra of Sat Nam. We'll chant along Sat, followed by a short Nam, to close our time, to close our practice, and to send the benefits of our practice out into the world. Not only practicing for ourselves, but recognizing that when we show up for ourselves, when we show up in our brilliance, when we show up in our light, we can help support others just through our presence and through our actions. Let's take a deep breath in. Sa Nam Sa Nam Sa Nam. And bringing our thumbs up to the point in between the two eyebrows and closing your own practice, Sadnam. Right, so we'll continue with 3 more classes working with resilience. Again, we'll work with that same breath we started with, the 4-part in, the 1-part out that we started class with. If you want to join live, it is 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time or Mountain Daylight Time on Zoom. And you can find that link on my website, pavanjeet.com. And this is /online for online classes. Lots of YouTube classes if you want to try things in between. And